Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
And welcome to the temple. This Shabbat is a very special Shabbat. It's Shabbat Shuvah, the Sabbath, the Shabbat that is between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. It influences the liturgy. You will see that all year round we have to skip the little letters, the little words that are in some of the prayers, mainly in the Amidah, in the central part of our prayer. And tonight we're going to read them all. Hopefully you brought your magnifying glasses for that. And Jennifer is also going to sing to us one of the versions. Tomorrow another version. And a lot of the music will be with high holiday melodies, not with the regular Shabbat melodies, since it's a special Shabbat. We begin our service singing together, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Now to page 2 for the blessings over the candles and the fruit of the vine. I want to invite Sonia and Bill Fitzgerald, who are celebrating birthdays and special anniversary and special birthday and a lot of things that we're happy to celebrate with them, to lead us with the blessing over the candles and the fruit of the vine.
Join me, please. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah
page 5 for the blessing over the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu
No, thank you. I know what's in there. So we want to say to you, Mazal Tov, which means not only congratulations, but also good luck. We all need a lot of luck in our lives. And we want to say to you, הרחמנו יחדש עליכם ועלינו את השנה הזאת לטובה ולברכה. May the merciful one renew this year for goodness and for blessing. And we always say, Ad 120, may you live to be at least 120, and always feel as if you are 20. And may this coming year be filled with health and happiness, kindness, peace, growth and learning. And since you're also celebrating your anniversary, your 40th anniversary, I was told not to tell, but may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless you who are celebrating many years of married life. May it be God's will that you continue for many more years to live together in happiness, lighting each other's burdens, enhancing each other's joys. And we say together, Amen. And we want to sing for you, Shechianu. We also have a small gift from the temple for you. There's a piece of chocolate here for every decade that we wish you to still celebrate.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
And we turn now to page 20 to sing together Lecha Dodi.
לקראת דודי, לקראת כלה, יאללה, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. לקראת דודי, לקראת כלה, יאללה, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל מי מיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לקראת דודי, לקראת כלה, יאללה, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. לקראת דודי, לקראת כלה, יאללה, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה.
And we turn now to page 28 for the Baruch, and we rise. Page 28. We read together on page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully.
Darkness from light.
Baruch Ata Adonai Amariv Aravim. And we turn to page 34 for the calling of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated as we join together in reading the Ve'ahavta on page 36. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise.
We turn to page 40 to sing together Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha ba'ilim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh, norot tehilot osefei, malkuti harau, onicha, ukiyoya b'nei Moshe u'Miriam, zili, onu v'yomeru,
We turn to page 43 and we read together at the bottom of page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch ata Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי, שמרי, שמרי שבת, תקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי, שמרי, שמרי שבת, תקורא עונג שבת. Mikdashi Shvi Shabbat, Kulam Yisbeu v'tangu mituvecha Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, Shamri, Shamri, Shamri Shabbat, Ikore Oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malchutecha, Shamri, Shamri, Shamri Shabbat, Ikore Oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi Ratzita bo, Ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat. Chindot yomim, oto karata Shabbat. Shabbat.
We turn to page 46 and rise for the tefillah. During the tefillah, there are additions that are special for this Shabbat. Shabbat Shuvah, the Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So the ending of the blessings will be a little bit different.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi agiti hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. זוכרנו לחיים, מלך חפץ בחיים, וכותבנו בספר החיים, למענך אלוהים חיים. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, God of our fathers and mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah, the great, mighty, and awesome God, transcendent God, who bestows loving kindness, creates everything out of love, remembers the love of our fathers and mothers, and brings redemption to their children's children for the sake of the divine name. Remember us for life, O Sovereign, who delights in life, and inscribe us in the book of life for your sake, living God. Sovereign deliverer, helper, and shield, blessed are you, Adonai, Sarah's helper, Abraham's shield. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. And we read together on the bottom of page 50. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You rain dew upon us. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the falling, healing the sick, freeing the captive,
Keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up and faithfully giving life to all?
Who is like you, compassionate God, who mercifully remember your creatures for life? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayei hakol. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Praised are you, Adonai, holy sovereign. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMelech HaKadosh. Please be seated as we turn to page 61 for the blessing of shalom, of peace and wholeness in our life. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
בספר חיים ברכה ושלום, ברכה ושלום ופרנסה טובה, ברכה ושלום נזכר ונכתב לפניך, אנחנו וכל עמך בית ישראל, לחיים טובים ולשלום. ברוך אתה אדוני עושה השלום.
We take a moment for a silent prayer. The Misha Berach, the prayer for healing and courage and strength in our lives, in the life of everyone that is dear to us, is on page 253. As we sing the words of Misha Berach, we name in our hearts those we know who need healing and courage and strength. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
This is Shabbat Shuvah, and this year we get to read the Torah portion called Azino. That's going to be the last reading that we read from the book of Deuteronomy. It's not actually the end of the book of Deuteronomy. There is one other Torah portion which is called Vezot HaBracha, meaning and this is the blessing. And definitely we need a blessing, so why not read it? But most years we skip it and we read just the end of it on Simchat Torah, on the holiday of Simchat Torah, not only us here, but all over the Jewish world that follow the cycle of the Torah portion. And at the end of the Torah portion of Azinu, which means listen, there is the most weird commandment, maybe in the entire Torah. My friend and colleague and actually biblical scholar, true biblical scholar, Johanna Bass, told me that it's the only time in the entire Hebrew Bible that we have such a commandment. God commands Moses to die. No one else is commanded to die. And not only to die, but to go on top of Mount Nebo and to die there, on top of the mountain. And as we know from later parts in the book of Deuteronomy, God will be the burial society and will take care of the funeral arrangements. We don't know till today where Moses is buried. All through the book of Deuteronomy, Moses begs, argues, kvetches. He doesn't want to die. Now think of it. At the beginning of the book of Exodus, when we're introduced to Moses in the first Torah portion, he's 80 years old. After 40 years in the desert, he's 120. He's in perfect health. We're going to be told in next week's portion that we're not going to read that his physique was perfect. I don't understand anything about the medical profession, but what it's told is that not only that his eyesight is perfect, all the juices, all the fluids of his body are intact. I guess that for biblical medical information, that means he's in perfect health. There is no physical reason for him to die, and yet he dies at age 120. And everybody feels sorry for him. Even the book feels sorry for him, and I never understand why. He feels sorry for himself. He doesn't want to die. He wants to enter the land of Israel. He wants to lead the people to the land of Israel. He feels persecuted. He feels like a victim. He blames the people that because of their actions he's being punished. And all through the book he argues about that. But think for a minute how he gets to die, and what a great way to leave the world, and what a great lesson there is in Moses' death. He goes on top of the mountain. I lived for 6 years in a kibbutz in the Arava desert, below the Moab mountains. And on top of all the mountains is Mount Nebo. You know, if you go to Jordan and you actually want to climb Mount Nebo, you cannot go to the top. There's a church in like 75% of going to the top. That's it. That's all you can get. I only know one person who went all the way to the top. There was a terror attack by a Jordanian terrorist in Kibbutz Lotan. When I lived there, the terrorist kidnapped a 20-year-old girl, and she was in his custody for 36 hours until an Israeli sniper got a clear shot and shot that person. King Hussein, the king of Jordan of blessed memories, flew in with a chopper, with a helicopter, to Kibbutz Lotan the next day to apologize. And just like the stories of the genies, he asked this girl, Esther is her name, she's not a girl anymore, she was 20 then, now I don't want even to do the math of how old she is. He asked her, what is your wish? Kind of like the stories that we have on the genies or whatever, they ask you, make 3 wishes. And she said, I want to go on top of Mount Nebo, like Moses. So they flew with the chopper. You cannot land on Mount Nebo. So King Hussein, who was a pilot, and her went down on those ladders, you know, those rope ladders, to Mount Nebo. The pilot threw down or somehow got down 2 chairs, and they sat on 2 comfortable chairs. They had wine together, they had lunch together, and then he took her back to Kibbutz Lotan. Everyone was really jealous. No one thought about the trauma that the poor girl had. And she said it was the best moment of her life, watching all of the terrain that you can see, all this beautiful view from the top of Mount Nebo. And since it's the highest mountain, you can see for all 3 sides. So I'm thinking of Moses standing there, and according to the Torah, seeing all of Israel up to the Golan Heights. And he gets to die when he's standing up, capable of going on this top mountain above everyone else and watching above everyone else. And maybe most important of all, the commentary tells us, he gets to die and not everything that he wanted to achieve in his life was done. How terrible it is to get to a moment that you have no aspiration anymore, that you have nothing that you want to achieve anymore. And the rabbis are telling us, the greatest way to go out is like Moses, when you still have a lot of things that you want to achieve. The worst thing that can happen to you is that you will have nothing to live for anymore, that you will have no more aspiration. So let's welcome the new year. Let's hope that we will all get to be 120 in perfect physique, climbing up mountains, and still having a lot of things that we want to achieve in our lives. Shabbat Shalom and Shana Tova.
תפילות ותחנונים אתה שמע קולנו אדוני אלוהינו חוס ורחם עלינו Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Ya la la la.
We rise as we turn to page 283 for the Aleinu. We read together at the middle of page 283. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else. continue together at the top of page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding.
Love each of us with the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. Vayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose life has been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Henry Berg Brousseau, David Sean Bailey, Paula Erdley, Valerie Bornstein, Philip Elias Phillips, Alexandra Royet, Abe J. Abrams, Jean Blumenson, Betty Bronner, Ruby Grabfelder, Brooks Morris, Ellen Beyersdorfer, David Flarsheim, Ida Goldberg, Herbert Hammond, David Jones, Irma Levy, Sol Nafusi, Ruth Weinstock, Ben Davis, Andrea Kling, Ruth Ornstein, Daniel J. Allen, Evelyn Meyer, Gennady Pishulin, Eva A. Silk, Minnie Waldman, Rose D. Udin, John Campbell, May G. Cohen, Harry L. Goodman, Harry Slefkovitz, Milton Morgulan, Herman Netter, Paul Wartime, Samuel Bernson, Armin Gruber, Raymond Katz, Marjorie Klein, Lillian Levens, Adele Linker, Joseph Lubitsch, Joseph Schaefer, S. Arnold Lynch, and in recent days, Perla Hyatt. We think of our loved ones, whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories from our loved ones in our hearts, we rise as we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו. זיכרונם לברכה, may the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Od Yavo Shalom.
And you can find it on page 353 at the bottom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, V'al Kul shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam shalom. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam.
So the addition that Jennifer sang so beautifully to the blessing for peace goes like that. Remember to inscribe us in the book of good life for blessing, peace and prosperity. Include all of us for a good life and peace. May we all have a wonderful New Year's and many good, sweet and healthy years to come. Shana Tova u'metuka. And please wish Shana Tova and Shabbat Shalom to someone you never met before and also to those you know well. Shabbat Shalom. And we have a wonderful oneg outside. Enjoy the oneg and thank you, Bill and Sonia, for the oneg.